Hello, Colonel Alok Asthana here. Today I am talking to those of you who see me criticizing India, Indians and the Indian Army and then get back to me with the barb. If you don't like India, go to Pakistan. I've heard it often enough to know that it is not intended as an argument. It is intended to end the argument. It seeks to delegitimize the critic rather than engage with the criticism. My answer is simple. Who exactly are you to tell me to leave? In my arguments, I target not every one of you who's listening, but most of you. The average or the median Indian, the centerpiece out of its 143 crores, I am talking to him. Talk to him at two levels. Level 1, I was born in this country. Like every other citizen, I have an equal constitutional claim to India. No political party bestowed that right upon me. No government granted it. No noisy patriot on social media owns the authority to revoke it. I have served this country in uniform. I have spent the best years of my life in its service. Before I go any further, I reiterate that personally, I do not consider service in the army as anything superior to other jobs. For example, a teacher or even a sweeper. We all work for pay. The soldier, the teacher and the sweeper. No one does it out of love for the country. Take the pay away and see the fun. Try it with the soldier tomorrow and see how willing he still is to do something for the country. Having said that, I say it's just a job with a clearly laid out contract between the employer and the employee. However, since most of you claim that serving in the army is the utmost service to the country, I ask, have you or any of your relatives served in the army? Why is it that the Indian Army has been for years short by about 85,000 soldiers and about 850 officers? Why? Because Indians on the whole are not enamored by the risks involved in fighting the enemy. The enemy who holds similar weapons as them. They would much rather satisfy their bloodlust by lynching the Vanshraj or Vanshajas of Babur or the progeny of the Mughal Emperor Babur by pulling out an old lone man from a train and 10 of them lynching him. I, on the other hand, have served in the Indian infantry for 26 years in active counter-terrorist roles for most of those years, standing against an armed man of the other country, taking real risks. That alone makes my claim on India stronger than most of you. Let's get to level 2. Every citizen contributes to the nation through indirect taxes. Every time we buy fuel, pay GST on goods and services, recharge on phones, pay electricity duties or purchase countless everyday items, we contribute to the public exchequer. You do so, but so do I. At that level, we are indeed equals. But I do much more than you, something that you don't. Last financial year, I paid approximately 2.2 lakh rupees in personal income tax from my pension. That is not a boast, it's simply a fact. India today has a population of roughly 143 crores. Of these, around 7.5 to 8 crores only file income tax. and only 3 crores actually pay any positive income tax after rebates and adjustments. In other words, barely 2% of Indians contribute directly through personal income tax, with annual payment of rupees 2.2 lakhs to the coffers of India. I am placed at the very, very high on the pedestal. How high? You can work out the maths yourself. One thing is certain, I am somewhere at the very top of these 143 crores. So before you ask me to go to Pakistan, please know how much I am funding India as against most of you. If I go, who will pay for the free rations being given to about 80 crores Indians? The ration bag may carry a photo of the Prime Minister, but the money comes partly from my pocket, certainly more than yours, much, much more. So as it appears, I have invested in it, I have defended it, and I contribute to finance it. The Republic has received from me not only loyalty and service, but also a measurable financial contribution year after year. So let me ask that question. Those who urge critics to leave seldom ask the same of those who loot public money, evade taxes, spread corruption, or weaken institutions. The harshest words are reserved not for those who injure the Republic, but for those who question its rulers. The same principle applies to nations. I have earned the right to criticize my country's government, not because I pay more tax than someone else, but because no citizen needs to purchase the right to speak, and because my actions demonstrate beyond doubt that my criticism comes from investment in India's future, not for any contempt for it. So no, I shall not go to Pakistan. And some of you will insist that while I may not love my country, love my government, but surely I must love my country. Well, my answer is this. If I am doing my duty towards my country, I don't really have to love it. I know there are many who say they love it but do little to see it improve. Those who insist that everyone must love their country in whatever form it be must hear out this American actor Robert De Niro, where he says that it is not possible to love his country, he's talking of USA, in this present form. So here is Robert De Niro for you, and I'll get back to you thereafter.
The phrase, "we all love our country," stuck in my throat, because our country isn't so lovable right now. I hate to say it, but loving our country is starting to sound like an abused spouse saying they love their abuser. I can't love a country that starts stupid and inhumane wars, killing thousands of innocents and indirectly causing the deaths and suffering of millions more. I can't love a country that takes health care away from millions of people and uses that money to enrich their pals in the Trump-Epstein class. I can't love a country that sends out masked militias to shoot citizens in the streets, torture our neighbors, and separate families. I can't love a country that's led by a racist, misogynist, xenophobic tyrant. And let me just say it. I can't love the country that's led by Donald Trump.
Back to me. So That was Robert Nero in the US. But we are in India, and I am Alok Asthana, not Robert De Niro. Well, I have exactly the same views about my expected love for India as Nero has for the US. If anything, my anger towards the present form of India is far greater than is his for the US. The Trump regime has indeed heaped a lot of injustices that makes Nero's blood boil. However, a few core differences stand out which make the Indian case study even worse. 1. Trump harms non-Americans but tries to please the Americans. Here, the situation is completely reversed. Our man kowtows to outsiders but kicks us Indians. You know the details better than me. 2. US, with all its faults, is truly a democratic nation. However senseless may be the actions of its president, he calmly takes all questions from every member of the press and answers them. As for India, again, you know the facts. While the Indians dare not point this out to him, reporters around the world have started viciously mocking him for this. Who remains unmoved by this universal mockery? Well, I am ashamed, even if he is not. And third point, we claim that Lord Rama is the main glue to our country. But recent facts have shown this to be a pure cover-up. Any religious person will never accept degradation and insults to his main deity. He'll die before see his Lord desecrated. But India is different. Indians, Hindus themselves, have been robbing the property of Lord Rama for years. Can there be a bigger proof of the true nature of the religious feelings of us Indians? This lack of true religious feelings is not restricted to just a few robbers. There are about 100 crore devotees. 100 crore is a very large number, mind you. 100 crores who should have raised heaven and hell on this disgusting act. But it was not to be. Hardly any indignation in this so-called Ram-loving India. The same 100 crores who demand expeditious bulldozing of houses and lynching of those accused of even minor crimes, if they belong to another community, are silent about the greatest robbery of their lives, the property of the Lord Himself. Just a few resignations have silenced them. These 100 crores know that they dare not go any further, else their own lives would be in danger. Such is the rule. No Hindu will ever risk anything personal for the mere concept of a God, and that is neither religious nor being spiritual. I certainly can't love this country. No, not in its present form. I can't.